Hi guys, hope you're all keeping well. This is my reaction video to the European Champions Cup quarter-finals which happened this past weekend. First up, we'll talk about La Rochelle against Sale. I watched this match with BS Rugby on his channel. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Really enjoyed doing that. This game didn't really get going for a good 25 minutes, but then La Rochelle started to really come into their own. They absolutely battered Sale up front in the scrum. They got one scrum where they drove Sale back about 10 metres, got a penalty off it, and the momentum of the game seemed to shift from there. And then Ahaya West kicked a high ball up towards the Sale fullback, Hammersley. Hammersley failed to get it. The La Rochelle chasers got it, and then West again kicked it wide to the left, went over to Vito. Vito, brilliant offload back inside to Gregory Aldrit, who opened the try-scoring account. And then they scored another try, which was a bit dubious from the winger Lades, because it looked like it kind of slightly went forward off him before it hit off de Klerk's knee, but it wasn't conclusive. And if it wasn't conclusive, then obviously the referee has to go with his on-field decision, which was try, so it's fair enough then. But Sale got back into it just before half-time with a really good try from Sam James. They worked it over to the right-hand side. Byron McGuigan went through, put it back inside to James, who went over to score. Really well-worked try. But then the momentum went against Sale at the start of the second half, and La Rochelle really went through the gears and absolutely dominated the match in every department. They got 4 more tries, 2 of them from Raymond Ruel, who was man of the match. He had an excellent game, and 2 from Jeffrey Dumarou, the centre. They just ran away with it in the second half. Sale did get a try right at the end from Byron McGuigan, but it was no more than consolation. And overall, La Rochelle fully deserved this win. They are looking red hot and definitely contenders for this competition. On to Exeter against Leinster. This was the game of the round, without a doubt. Leinster just got stronger and stronger as the game went on. It didn't start too well for them as Exeter went 14-0 up through 2 converted tries from Tom O'Flaherty, but Leinster then got a try back from James Lowe, which is a brilliant try. Very well worked out to the left-hand side. Hugo Keenan straight in the defence, then put a brilliant offload out to James Lowe, who went on his way to score the try. And then Leinster lost Jonathan Sexton. He went off after about half an hour. But Ross Byrne really had a good game when he came on, steadied the ship at number 10. Leinster got 2 more tries from Jordan Larmour in the match. Exeter got 1 from Dave Ewers off a driving maul. The Larmour tries, absolutely brilliant finishes. I mean, it's a miracle he managed to stay in field to score both of them. Full credit to him. Leinster just got stronger and stronger as the game went on. Exeter tried to get back into it, but Leinster's defence held out absolutely superbly. And Ross Byrne did the rest with the boot, sealing the win of 34-22. Fully deserved win for Leinster. They put a fantastically well-balanced performance in after a slow start. They fully deserve to be in the semi-final. The 2 clashes on Sunday, Bordeaux against Racing and Clermont against Toulouse, weren't classics to say the least. It's a real shame, but sadly we see a lot of these games in French top 14 rugby where there's a lot more focus on power of the pack and kicking, both out of hand and off the tee. Wasn't a great brand of rugby to watch, equivalent of Route 1 football more or less, but both Toulouse and Bordeaux got the job done. Halibert and Intermac, the French first 2 choice number 10s, kicking their teams to victory. I know the weather for the Clermont against Toulouse game wasn't great, and that probably played a factor there, but still, really disappointing to watch that style of rugby for such a high-profile competition. But well done to Bordeaux for making their first ever European Champions Cup semi-final. The semi-finals are La Rochelle against Leinster and Toulouse against Bordeaux. The La Rochelle-Leinster game should be an absolute cracker. I think we're going to see 2 very well-balanced teams. I think it's going to be a game that's going to be won and lost by either a moment of brilliance or a moment of madness, or a little bit of both. But I'm really looking forward to seeing that match. Toulouse against Bordeaux, played in Toulouse. You'd have to say Toulouse are favourites for this, but I expect them to do a lot better. We saw how they played against Munster, the style of rugby they're capable of playing, and especially with that back line, just how good they are. They are capable of so much better than what they showed against Clermont. I expect Toulouse will win this match, but it's going to be interesting. I think Bordeaux will have to be a lot better than they were against Racing. They're going to have to be a lot more inventive than just relying on Halibert's boot. But it should be a good encounter with Toulouse being the favourites. So that's all I've really got to say, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you later on.